All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. How is everyone doing? I see many people are joining. That is good. Thank you, everyone, for being here for the continuation of Yakuza 5. I am Phil, and this will be around a 3.5-hour gameplay stream, give or take, depending on how long breaks are, etc., etc. Thanks for being here, and I'm very excited. Because yesterday, if you were not here yesterday and you did not get caught up on the playthrough, shame on you. Shame. Yeah, right. But yeah, the game was pretty good yesterday. I did all of the... Well, let me take that back. I did almost all of the side content for Shinada. I spent most of the time running around the city, doing errands, feeding homeless, who were very picky homeless, giving campaign speeches for potential political candidates, fighting a lot of guys, and doing tons and tons of baseball batting in cages. And some pinch hitting as well. And it took up the whole stream. It took a good 3 to 3.5 hours to, get through it. But we finished almost all of it. There's one more baseball batting mission left, and there's one more side mission on the map. And after that, all we've got left for Shinada right now is the story. So that's good. It means we'll finish that up today, and we'll be able to move on to the story and see how Shinada's story progresses. I'm excited to see how it does because I'm very interested in this conspiracy. The conspiracy of how Shinada, unfortunately, kind of got kicked out of professional baseball after only pinch hitting once, which is kind of messed up, quite honestly. What a messed up story, huh? So I definitely want to see how that's going to, progress. See how that ties in with our Yakuza plot line. And go from there. I apologize already for the snorting because, yes, the nasal drip is still in full effect. Oh, it would be nice if in the next few weeks it could go away, but I don't know. It sucks. Whenever this happens during the winter time, it seems to just linger, and I apologize for that. Obviously, with my majority of the stuff that I'm putting out being speaking, it kind of hinders me. But it is what it is. So that's going to be our gameplay stream for today. 3.5 hours or so of progression in Yakuza 5. Tonight, I'll be releasing the new hits of the week, where I'll be taking some of the best highlighted moments of my gameplay from the past week and putting it into a montage over on my YouTube channel, KO Gaming. Which, if you still have not checked it out yet, I can't imagine what's holding you back. You can find it at youtube.com/KOGaming1. And I am pretty pleased. At this point, we're almost up to 4,700 subscribers. It is still climbing every day. I'm hoping to get around 5,000 this next week, especially considering the new games that are coming out and the fact that I'll be doing a first impressions video on the new Naruto game, possibly on Unravel. I'll be reviewing games as I complete them on that channel. And, of course, the hits of the week will include, clips from all the new upcoming games. So I think there'll be a lot more interest in the new channel once the new games come out. You know what I mean? Right now, it's like, Phil's playing Yakuza, Phil's playing Undertale, which is an older game. And so there's a little bit of interest, but it's like, I think when the new releases get hit, and they come out and people are, wow, Phil's really into Naruto. Phil's really, he's going crazy with Street Fighter 5. Then people are going to want to see what I have to do, what I have to give you over on KO Gaming. I get the feeling. So, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll spark some interest with the new releases coming out in the next several weeks, okay? But anyway, yeah, tonight, the new montage will be released over on KO Gaming. This one covers the stuff I did in Yakuza 5 this week. It also covers the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Awakening DLC and the conclusion of my pacifist run in Undertale. I worked on this last night for about 3 hours. I got about halfway through it, which is good. Tonight I'm going to finish it off. One thing I do want to say, a lot of people, it's funny because I started reading the comments of the past couple of them, and a lot of people seem, okay, let me take it back. It's not a lot of people. There's a few people who seem to be saying, man, I can't believe that this particular moment didn't make it into the hits of the week. I thought that was one of the best moments of the week. You have to understand that this is supposed to be a fast-moving kind of montage, and if I put in every single moment that might have been notable for the week, it probably would end up being a 40-minute montage. You got to keep in mind that every day I'm playing games for around 3 to 3.5 hours, right? So you figure in a week, that's what, 20 hours of gameplay, if not more. So, out of all that gameplay, only, narrowing it down to, say, 10, 15 minutes is a daunting task. So, you're not always going to see every moment, but you're going to see the ones that at least I thought were notable or that I could remember from when I was playing in the past week. That's why I think that these montages for each week work. Because if I had waited for the month, I probably would forget half the stuff that happened in my gameplay. But since I'm doing it weekly, it's a lot easier for me to try to remember, the notable stuff. And, it's turned out pretty well so far. So, hopefully you'll check it out tonight. Hits of the week over on KO Gaming. This weekend is going to be all Yakuza. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to really finish this game before the new releases hit on Tuesday. So, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday, you're going to see Yakuza, Yakuza, Yakuza. And I know that's going to turn off a lot of people who aren't interested in Yakuza, but don't worry, because we're wrapping it up. This is the point, is to try to finish the game so that we don't have any loose ends moving into next week when we have all these multiple new releases, all right? So Yakuza gameplay all weekend. Tomorrow there'll be a new DSP Tries It. It is another new item, new fast food item, by the way, which people seem to like when I do those, so that'll be tomorrow. Sunday will be the weekend preview, and I announced this on the pre-stream yesterday, okay? And I will, I talked about it last night on Twitter as well. We did hit the goal, the Patreon goal for January, which means we are going to be doing a Patron's Choice playthrough, which is awesome. That's great news. I loved the Patron's Choice playthroughs that I did in 2015, and I'm looking forward to the ones that patrons choose this year as well. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to be, this weekend actually, putting up the thread on my kingofhate.com forums by which the patrons who pledge $5 or more in January are going to be able to nominate the game that they want to see me play for a Patron's Choice playthrough. In addition, this Sunday night, I'll also be sending messages to all the patrons on Patreon.com who I need to get their information. There were a lot of first-time patrons in January, and I need to get their forum accounts upgraded so they can actually post in that thread, okay? Plus, any patrons who are owed other perks, such as being able to get their questions answered on Ask the King, getting a private Q&A video made, etc., etc. I'll also be working on getting the information out to those patrons so that we can get all those perks in process, because my goal here is to try to get that stuff done by mid-month, because then by mid-month, if I can get all the perks done, then I can start working on this month's goal, which, by the way, I already know what the goal will be for this month. I think it's one that people will like. I'm not going to spoil it, but, we'll see as I, probably around next weekend, we'll be announcing that goal, okay? All right, and then, of course, Monday, I'm going to try to finish up Yakuza if I haven't yet. And if I do finish Yakuza early-ish, meaning if I finish it by first stream Monday, I'm actually going to be doing a review, a mini review, of Yakuza 5. And what I mean by that is it's not going to be a full-fledged Hateful Truth review because, let's face it, Yakuza 5 is far from a new release. It's been out in Japan since 2012, and it was released on December 8th of 2015. So it's certainly not a new release, you know what I mean? But I do want to give my opinions on the game, and I'll be doing that in a form of a mini review. If I have time Monday night, it all depends on how we do with the playthrough, and if I finish the playthrough by early on Monday. Okay, and then of course on Tuesday, the smorgasbord of new games begins with the Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, premiering on my gameplay stream that day. Later on in the day, I'll be trying out Unravel, even though I won't be streaming it. I'll be recording it for YouTube. And those two games will continue over the course of the week. I'll be doing a first impressions video of Naruto. If I have time, I may do a first impressions video of Unravel. We'll see how much time I actually have. And then as those are progressing during the course of the week, if I finish one off on the earlier side, then I may do some Firewatch, which is the other new game for this week. But quite honestly, I'm more interested in Naruto and Unravel over Firewatch right now. And certainly if I don't get to Firewatch this next week, it doesn't mean that I'll never play it. It just means that I may have to play it at a later date. Because, I certainly don't want to take on 3 games at once trying to juggle them when I know that that's not going to work, okay? And then, of course, The week after that, we got Street Fighter V. The week after that, we've got Plants vs. Zombies, Modern Warfare 2, and Far Cry Primal, and so much shit coming out. So much. And it's going to be a crazy couple of months here, or actually a few months, because February, March, April, and shit, even May now. May is starting to stack up to be a crazy month with Battleborn and Doom and Mirror's Edge Catalyst, excuse me. There's a lot of shit going on. And it's actually interesting because my parents are looking to visit us sometime this year. They actually wanted to come out for Christmas, and I told them, listen, this year, there was no way that I was going to be able to fit that in with my year-end series, my Christmas special that I was working on, and the fact, let's face it, that last year, we had a lot of uncertainty with the contract renegotiation with Machinima, and I really needed to buckle down and get work done and not be way behind on work. So my parents have expressed the desire to visit again, and I think what I'm going to be doing is probably sometime in June they may visit, maybe early June, before E3 hits. But obviously, there's nothing worked out on that yet. It's only a possibility. Depends on a million factors, like my health and their health and work schedules and all of that. So I'll have more information on that as it gets closer, okay? And yes, the conspiracy, I'm sure, will continue where people claim that my parents did not visit. They're fake parents. They're not really here. Just like Christmas 2014 when they visited. Phil's parents aren't there. He's lying. Yes, you've got it. My fake parents are visiting. Actors that I've hired. I gotta admit, that was pretty fucking funny. When people accused me of having fake actors posing to be my parents. Wow. Wow. You know how to really pull far-fetched stuff out of your booty. Alright, so that's kind of what's going on in the next, week or so. And just so FYI, we'll have more details on stuff coming up as it gets closer. There's other stuff like, for example, the Deadpool movie. I was actually just talking with people in the stream chat that the Deadpool movie, it comes out next weekend. And so if I actually do see it, which I like to do, I would actually like to see the movie on launch weekend. If I do see it, I'll probably be doing a reactions video on it. Similar to how I did a reactions video on the Suicide Squad trailer and Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'll probably be doing the same kind of a deal. So, that's the difference this year. If I see something notable, I'll do a reactions video on it. If I see a new TV show or movie, something happens in the news that I want to react to, I'll react. If there's stuff going on in gaming, like I want to do a first impressions video on a new game, I want to review a game, I want to do a mini review, I'm going to do it on KO Gaming. That's the cool thing now. I have this flexibility. Instead of just doing gameplay, I have the flexibility to do these things. And I certainly hope that you would, check out, all of this stuff that I'm doing that's different. I know that you're here on DSP Gaming. I appreciate that. Especially those of you right here for Yakuza 5. You guys are the more hardcore audience who are here to see me play whatever I play. You don't really care in a lot of cases. That's awesome. I would definitely like that. And I appreciate that, But I hope that you will check out the other new stuff that I'm doing as well, branching out, I've noticed very increased interest in my vlogging. I mean, holy crap. My vlogging has gotten a lot of new attention that it used to. I used to put out a video on the King of Hate vlogs and it would barely get like 5,000 views. And now it's getting, anywhere between 7 to 10. Sometimes so these things are going above 13. It's like, whoa. That's way more than I was expecting. So that's a good sign that people are liking the changes that I'm instituting, right? And even though there's not tons of attention on the new stuff on KO Gaming, I'm pleased that there are a group of people who are checking everything out over there. And like I said, I think that it will actually increase in interest once the new games start coming out. So thank you. Outside of all that, I'm not going to plug Patreon because as I've said yesterday, we're still waiting. Patreon's still charging and or processing pledges for January. So I really am not going to really plug it at this point because I don't even have a new goal to talk about yet. But you can always check it out at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. I want to remind everyone as you're watching the stream, if you look at the description of the stream, my Amazon associate link is there if you do shop on Amazon. And also I've put that into the description of all of my videos. So at any time you're going to buy something from Amazon, you can use that link. What else? Not much. Oh, I will say this. This is pretty cool. I want to say thank you to the two people who placed an order with my girlfriend Leanna's business yesterday. I actually know that one of them in particular was a stream viewer because they actually put into the comments of their order, I'm a huge fan of, you and Phil, so, thanks for all the stuff, entertainment you put out for us, and, I'm looking forward to getting this order. So, thank you. If you don't know about it, my girlfriend Leanna has her own handmade glycerin soap and wax tart melt business called The Black Current. The soaps that she makes are real soap, not detergent bars, which is what 90% of the stuff you would buy in a store actually is. Detergent bars are cheap. Don't get me wrong, they're pretty inexpensive, but they're also bad for you. They leave your skin either feeling dry or oily, and they're not very good for it. The stuff that Leanna makes is high-quality stuff that's actually good and healthy for your skin, plus it smells great. I only use her soaps. I don't use anyone else's. I stopped using store-bought soap about 2 years ago, and I use her stuff exclusively now, and I love it. And also, wax tart melts are a good way. It's a little, cube of scented wax, and she sells packs of these that are reusable, and they're much better than the ones that, number one, you would buy in the store, because the ones you buy in the store don't have a lot of scent in them, and in addition, they kind of don't really work as well. They're not good for reuse. As we've heard from customer testimonials, we actually had a customer this year who bought Leanna's wax tarts and said, holy shit, I can't believe how different your wax tarts are from the ones I bought in the store. The ones I bought in the store, I melted. Number one, they smelled bad, and number two, they didn't even have a scent left in them after melting them twice. I bought yours. Not only are your cubes bigger, they smell better, and they're way more reusable. They don't run out of scent right away. And I'm not making this up. These are all customer testimonials if you want to check it out. Actually, Gino Saji just put the link into the stream chat. It's etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. All the stuff I'm saying are actual customer testimonials from her first year in business. In 2015, she opened this business. In fact, it's just about her 1-year anniversary right now of having the shop open. She had over 140 orders and nothing but positive feedback. Hundreds and hundreds of items shipped. So, pretty cool, right? So check it out. It's not only people who are looking for that kind of product, but many of our viewers and fans have tried it and been very, very surprised at how good it is. We're not just making this shit up. And keep in mind that, if you do purchase something, it helps us out. It not only helps out, her business, but helps us pay the finances and stuff around the house because, hey, we build in the same house, we got the same bills that we share, right? Alright, so that's really it. That's all I really have to say. We're going to get started in a moment here with Yakuza 5 gameplay. I want to say thank you for being here on the stream. I'm very excited to see what happens here with Shinada's gameplay. And let's begin. Sounds good? Thumbs up? Alright, let's do it.